Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without a Hank. I am John Green, manager of the 7th placed AFC Wimbledon Wimbly Womblys, who today are taking on Norwich. Norwich, in real life, no longer a member of the Premier League, but they're living the dream down in the Championship. We hung out in the Championship for a year. I found it quite enjoyable. We got to play, all over England, the likes of Notts County. Anyway, today we're starting John Green. Jaggy, Lightning Strike. Oh, Frankenstein. We got Les Moore in the center of midfield, and of course the Golden Child. He hasn't had a great season, but I refuse to give up on him. He's only 13 years old, and I really think he's got a good future ahead of him. Look how tiny he is, Meredith. The ball's almost as big as he is. Today we're going to find out which John Green heroine I would be. Is that correct, Meredith? This is a BuzzFeed quiz. Which John Green heroine would you be? I actually met the young woman who wrote this quiz. She was very excited to meet me. Oh, off the post! And it's in immediately! Oh, ball! John Green. You do have a mustache. He gives it all for the team. Upon his mustache, we're keen. Bald John Green. Great shot from other John Green to set it up off the post. Other John Green must have hit the post more this year than any other player. Meredith, what's my first question if I'm going to find out what John Green heroine I would be? How would others describe me? Oh, mega hot? I don't know. Oh, boy, it's tied. Yeah, I know. This game's on pace to be 9-9. We'll see if this pace keeps up. Really bad defending by the Wimbly Womblys. Not least because my defender knocked over my goalkeeper. And then it was a pretty straightforward situation from there for the Norwich striker. How would my friends describe me? Right now as an incompetent defender. Is that an option? I don't know. I don't know. Pretty positively. What are the options? Stylish? No. Moody? Little bit. Mysterious? No. I mean, to be fair, Meredith, I think of you as a friend. How would you describe me? Moody? Stylish? No, you wouldn't. What are the other options? Intelligent? Would you describe me as sweet and vulnerable or intelligent? Look up, because I just scored another goal. Oh! Kiss the ground, other John Green. It's a goal fest today against Norwich. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing to behold. Oh, other John Green finally breaking his non-scoring, hitting the post streak. Oh, he's going to be delighted. And today, both John Greens have scored. It must be JJ's birthday. I don't know. How would you describe me? Oh, thanks, man. I literally pay her to say that. We went with intelligent. I'm going to be Alaska. I know it. All right. What's next? What's my flirting style? Terrible. I mean, I don't know. What is my flirting style? Golden Child. Goal! He can't finish! What is my flirting style? I don't know. What are the options? People are just drawn to me? No, not that one. Focus the conversation on myself? No, I think a much better way to flirt is to focus the conversation on the person you're flirting with. Share books and movies. Oh, yeah, I totally do that. Sarah and I, early on in our flirting, exchanged a book called A Moa Masa Mott and More that was about Latin phrases in American culture. And then for the next 6 months, we signed off all of our emails to each other with one Latin phrase or another. It's pretty hot. Meredith just laughed at me, but I meant it when I said it was pretty hot. It was hot. It was adorable. It was just, it's just like that it was like a building cauldron. Every time she would say, a new Latin phrase, I would be like, I think she wants me. Sorry, what were we talking about? What John Green heroine am I? Oh, I love my wife. What's next? Ideal type of vacation, beach. I'd like to go to the beach and just relax. You know what Henry calls it? Henry says, you know what's more relaxing than relaxing, Dad? And I'm like, what, Henry? And he says, chillaxing. I like to chillax. Is that an option? Somewhere I can lay low? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just somewhere where, like, I don't have to be, like, me professionally. Yeah. Yeah, I can just chillax. Got a great chillaxing vacation in Jamaica recently. That was, like, pure, unadulterated chillaxation. How could I possibly be outside when I got the ball 52 yards inside of the halfway line? I was a little bit offside, as it happens. What's next? Where can it be found on a Friday night? I mean, I don't want to brag, but either at my house or at Chris's house, depending on who has the kids that night. No, I don't know. Like, I do not go out anymore. I went out recently. Do you remember that, Meredith? When we went out? That was my last time going out. Have you been out since then? You have? That was my last time going out. I had a great time. Yeah, that was fun. You didn't drink, did you? You did? Not like I did, though. That was a, yeah. You know, it wasn't my best work, I have to say. It wasn't my best performance, but I had fun. Rosianna said I didn't embarrass myself. All right. So I like to either stay home or go to a tiki bar and stay there until 3:30 in the morning. Do you remember when we walked into that place and it was a literal tiki bar? Oh, it has to be John Green. He's just not fast enough. He's so old. All right, what's next? Pick a pattern. I mean, first off, I don't like to criticize BuzzFeed quizzes, but those aren't all patterns. Some of those are just images. Golly, I'm going to go for the map, I think. The one in bottom middle. It looks like a map. Is it a map? Okay, I think that's an interesting image to me. Like, that's the one I would be most likely to own in my home. How close are you to finding out what John Green heroine I would be? Oh my gosh, we're very close. So I'm just gonna tell you right now. They're going to say that I'm Margot, but in fact, like, my high school self, at least, had by far the most in common with Alaska. Like, the self-destructiveness, the kind of, like, I definitely sort of tried to cultivate that's a great move from Frankenstein. He is not a monster, he is a physician! But it didn't come to anything. But I definitely, I've tried to, like, cultivate a feeling of being kind of, like, larger than life a little bit, or, like, kind of, like, a fascinating character, a genuine eccentric. I really dug those. I really dug when people would feel that way about me, but of course it wasn't very real. Didn't, like, really reflect my. Oh, that's a great job. That's great. Back to your husband. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, God, that was gorgeous, gorgeous play. That's the kind of thing we can still do. That's what Ball John Green can still do. He can still stand up straight and strong and make a tackle in the opponent's half that just completely changes play. He's just a big, golden child! Oh, my God, he's the worst finisher. That was such a great pass. The vision. Oh, God, sometimes I want to be like, why do you act like a 13-year-old on the field? And then I remember, it's because he is 13. That was a bad tackle, Golden Child. That was stupid. Get yourself sent off for that kind of crap. Amonkwa. Great job, Amonkwa. We're passing it out of the back. That's how we like to do it, yes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Even when it doesn't work, it works. It's good stuff right across the face of the goal. What's the next question, Meredith? How do I deal with heartbreak? Incredibly poorly. I mean, I cry for months, and I can't. Yeah, I am awful at dealing with heartbreak. Is that one of the options? I know you are. That's why we get along so well, because we both are absolutely destroyed by the end of romantic relationships in ways that are completely incommensurate with reality. Like, I cannot get over it. And, like, even now, like, there are people who broke up with me 20 years ago, and I'm literally still upset about it. So, yeah. Huh? Cry. Yes, I cry. I cry a lot. I'm a bit of a crier, but I cry mostly about relationships and the end of relationships and problems in relationships. That's my biggest, even a friendship, but mostly romantic relationships, I have to confess. Frankenstein just got dispossessed in a way that was disappointing to me, and so I'm going to substitute him off. Is there one more question? All right, what is it? So I can have time to think about it and do a good job. Which John Green quote speaks to me the most? Oh, this is exciting. What are my options? Nothing ever happens the way you imagine it would. I am a fan of that quote, but then again, if you don't imagine, nothing ever happens at all. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It is really deep. It's from my novel Paper Towns. But you're right, it is really, really deep. Like, it's not something that a regular... By the way, after all that, I did not take Frankenstein out of the game, but I did take him off the right wing. Going to be a center midfielder from now on, Frankenstein, just because we don't have enough center midfielders. Oh, that's a nice ball. Frankenstein, prove to me that you're still in the game. Oh, Frankenstein, you're better than that. All right, yeah, I like that line. What are my other options? Maybe okay will be our always. I mean, for me, that one is just okay. I'm not crazy about that line. You can never love people as much as you miss them. I don't even believe that's true. Like, I thought the whole point of that. Quote was that, like, the novel spends the rest of the novel disproving that point. But whatever. People like that line. I don't want to be mean to them. But no, definitely not that one. She loves mysteries so much that she became one. I was pleased with that. I'm not going to lie. Making 3 substitutions all at once, just like the pros do. I mean, I'm still going to go with nothing ever happens the way you imagine it will, unless there's something amazing at the end, like the People Rangers or Hurricane quote or something. I fell in love the way you fall asleep slowly then all at once. I mean, the truth is, Meredith, when I wrote that line, I wrote it over the course of like an hour. And when I finished it, I was like, that's pretty good. Like, I don't usually like anything that I write, but I was like, that's just objectively, I don't know. I was like, I think people are going to like that one. Oh, God, there was a mass pile up in the back there, and everything could have gone right for us, but it went wrong instead. Yeah, I'm going to have to say that the ketchup in a bottle one, as I like to call it. Slowly, then all at once. Who? I'm Hazel! Oh, that makes me so happy. I'm quite happy to be Hazel. Yay! I was worried I was going to be Margot. But I get to be Hazel. I like Margot, too. Margot just makes choices very different from the choices that I would make, whereas Hazel makes largely the same choices that I would make. Yay! Yay! I'm Hazel Grace Lancaster. What's the GIF? Oh, it's Shay. It's Shailene. And I get to see a GIF of my friend. It's a double victory. Thanks for watching. Oh, also, we won the game. Best wishes.